How do I select the best market to invest in? We actually just did a webinar on this. So I'll speak high level, but I will direct you to that webinar and we can put a link to that as well. But when you're selecting markets, I always tell people to start with your backyard. Look at where you're at because your backyard is going to be the best place to invest. You know it, you've got contacts there, you know this part of the city versus that part of the city. So that's going to be the best place to start and utilize the inherent resources and knowledge bank that you already have. If for some reason your backyard doesn't work, folks in California want to invest in multifamily or more rentals, price points don't work out, cash flow doesn't work out, then I want you to start thinking about other places where you have some kind of connections. Did you go to college there? Do you have friends or family in these markets? Do you have some sort of edge that you can lean on? You can certainly look at data. There's a lot of data points which will come out and tell you, hey, these are the best markets for investing. I know there's at least 3 publications where every year they publish their list of best markets for real estate investing, and they're different every year. When I've compared those lists side by side, and in the same year, I think I've only seen 1 or 2 cities make the top 10 of all 3 lists, if not 2 out of the 3 lists. So that's gonna vary based on criteria and what you're looking for. I think people overthink it. When it comes to the market selection, understand what your investing thesis is. What are you looking for? Why are you looking for this? Where can you go get it? And based on that, where do you have some sort of competitive advantage? I remember when I was starting out in multifamily, I did all this research and all the research told me that the best market for me to invest in was gonna be Madison, Wisconsin. I had absolutely no ties to Madison, Wisconsin. I never even been to Madison, Wisconsin. But all the data told me Madison was going to be the best place for me to invest in. And I was talking to my mentor about it, and he asked me, he said, okay, I'm glad the data tells you Madison's a great market for investing. You had population growth, job growth, a lot of the stuff we look for. But from an execution standpoint, a practicality standpoint, absolutely no advantage, no reason for me to be investing in Madison. So we just had that conversation, looked at it and said, you know what, I don't think you should invest in Madison. I said, you know what, after thinking about this logically, that makes a lot of sense, right? So we can get caught up in data and almost lose the common sense or the more inherent nature of what it means to be a successful investor. So for that reason, I would say when you look for the best markets to invest in, start with your backyard, start with markets where you have some connective tissue or an understanding of, and from there you can start looking into the submarkets. Now, that's where I think it's more important to really hone in on your investing strategy because every city has desirable and undesirable parts. And when you focus on the submarkets, that's where you can see where the real gold is. If you're looking for value add deals or you're looking for areas that are growing and appreciating, now you can start to lean in and say, okay, now what neighborhoods are those? What cities and what data points am I utilizing to back that up? You don't want to make like emotional, heartfelt reactions to this and just say, hey, my gut tells me this part of the city or this neighborhood is doing well or that's what's desirable. Man, take the emotions out of it. Look at the data. The numbers will tell you. You can look at a number of different factors. It could be transaction volume, it could be single family house sales, it could be days on market, it could be list price, it could be transaction or average transaction price, and just watching to see what's moving, what's changing. Look at rents, definitely look at the multifamily factors because that's what's going to be really important for you as well. So starting to pay attention to those things is really critical if you're going to find the best places to invest. So definitely spend time thinking about that, looking into that, and making sure you're investing in the right markets.